Good afternoon, soccer fans. Again, welcome back to the opening whistle of the St. Lawrence Laurentians, St. John's Feildians Molson Challenge Cup game here live from the Centennial Field in St. Lawrence. Sitting by my side again is commentator, sports analysis Rick Farrell, formerly from VOCM, CHCM, and from the Gazette. And welcome, Rick. And here we are. Here we are, just in the opening seconds, folks.
Yes, good afternoon, Gord. Thank you for that introduction. And it should be a beautiful day for soccer. Yesterday, 2-1 for St. Lawrence. So we'll see what happens this afternoon.
Yeah, hopefully, folks. I've been on the go early this morning, so hopefully I will have any issues that was developed yesterday straightened out. I'll get to the Laurentians lineup as I look at them on the field. Right now we have Mark Pittman, we have Sean Drew, Clinton Edwards, and on the back line here, Daniel Carew. In the middle we have Jordan Keynes. Am I looking at Keynes out there? It's Evan Miles there. Is Jordy Slaney? Is Stephen Slaney? It's Brent Hennebury. Hello, Eric Pike, Sharon Tar. And again, let me know, folks, if you're receiving it. Here we have Tyler Windsor.
Corner kick coming up now.
Yeah, well, again, trying to retrieve here. The wind is blowing again fairly strong. Laurentians are defending in front of the Recreation Center here. John Douglas is in goal again for the Laurentians today. I felt yesterday John had his best game of the season so far. And it couldn't come at a better time where the Laurentians won by 1 goal. And John Douglas, I feel, who had a superb game for the Laurentians. Here we have a corner kick here. Corner kick. Ball goes in deep inside, and it was just wide off the Laurentian net. And here we have Marc Brefo kicking the ball way outside of the box, and it goes out of touch with a throw-in being awarded to the St. John's Feildians. The wind is probably a little to the advantage of the Feildians. More across the field, but if there's an advantage, is to the Feildians while shooting on the Laurentian net. Here we have Sean Drew moving the ball to the right side, and he looks to go long, and the ball is again retrieved nicely by Greg Reed. Reed back to Gamba. Jenkins is in the lineup here today, number 15. Right here. Ball's over. No score after 3 minutes, Gary. We're just started the contest here in St. Lawrence. You are tuning into Gordcast, live streaming from the Centennial Field in St. Lawrence, where we have Molson Challenge Cup play between the St. Lawrence Laurentians and the Feildians. Here the Feildians are making the move. It's Collingwood inside, and is John Douglas. John Douglas taking the ball very nice inside of the 6-yard line and taking away any kind of opportunity for the Feildians. Thank you, Michelle, so much for writing in the score. Here we have Evan Miles looking to go to Carew. Daniel Carew again. Evan Miles with a nice ball. Nice switch across the field. Ball has again been taken by, been challenged by Brent Hennebury, and it's been cleared.
Early into the game, Gord, much like this Yesterday's Feildians got off to a great start for 15 minutes. Had some great scoring opportunities, but could not score. And we're 5 minutes in, and roughly the same thing here this afternoon. Slow start for the Laurentians.
Yeah, again, the Feildians have come out, and Feildians, well, we're only early into the contest, 5 minutes, but Feildians have been taken to play, and I would think that the Feildians have traveled to the Bjorn Peninsula with hoping to get 3 points out of this weekend, because the 3 points could be crucial for Labor Day, and we'll get to the standings at halftime. Here the ball's been taken by Daniel Crew. Crew has been challenged by Jenkins. Back to Brefo. Brefo looks to go with a long ball over to Marc Pittman. Pittman looking to go back long to Crew. And the ball is out of touch with a throw-in awarded to the St. Lawrence Laurentians.
Strong, breezy wind again. Gord going to play some type of havoc in this match.
Yeah, and we were speaking about that in Marystown earlier today. You know, wind to wind is like that. Again, we have Zach Hines moving in, and Zach Hines has speed. And tried to look at the broadcast last night, the Gordcast, and it was the goal, like you say, it wasn't quite clear, but we put it on the big screen. That was a beautiful goal by. Here we have Crew moving inside, and it's Brent Hennebury,
Yes, Hennebury was on the receiving end of that pass, but never quite got to it.
Thank you for sharing there again, Ian Crew. I appreciate anyone joins in to share. That way we're reaching out to a bigger base and a greater audience. Here, Feildians again. Feildians, and it's offsides. Back to Zach Hines. Zach Hines broke in, and yesterday's goal, to me, was the best shot that I've seen taken this year and on scoring a goal. And again, like I said yesterday, was no fault of the goalie. It was just a great, superb shot that dipped under the crossbar, and just a beautiful goal. Hello, Trevor Ivany there, watching Gordcast. Big game for you this evening there. That's CBS a captain I'm talking to here. And Marc Pittman. Oh, the ball has been taken by Feildians. Greg Reed, and the ball's been put inside by Brent Hennebury. Here we have Hennebury moving in. Hennebury looking to go wide. And it just goes wide, a little wide of the Feildian goalkeeper. Braden Shepard. Yesterday I saw there on the cast, I noticed that Braden Shepard does have relatives in St. Lawrence. Helen Slaney, probably better known as Helen Dock. And I checked it out, and yes, he is related to the family of Helen Dock. That was the late Bud Dock and that. And here we have Marc Pittman, and then Marc has taken the ball and let it move over to Sean Drew. Drew placed it back to his keeper. Back to Marc Pittman. Back to Clinton Edwards here. Clinton Edwards again taking control of the ball. Clinton Edwards looking to go long, and again it's Laurentian Sean Drew moving inside, and again it's nicely cleared by the defense off the St. John's Feildians. Hello, Travis Pro, Daryl Dahl. Here we have again Braden Shepard. He has family in St. Lawrence, so he can be rest assured that he's got good soccer genes. He is the goalkeeper for the Feildians. He had previously played with the CBS Strikers, and he also played with the Memorial University men's soccer team. Again, we have Tyler Windsor moving down the right side against Daniel Crew. Here we have Daniel Crew retrieving the ball over to Brefo. Then to Jonathan Grant is in the lineup here today, and here we have Evan Miles right in front. Evan Miles goes back as precaution back to Daniel Crew. And again, it's been taken by Clinton Edwards on over to his assistant, or striking or back on the back line is Mark Pittman. Nice play by the back line of Clinton Edwards. Again, it's Carter over to Tyler Windsor. Windsor moving inside of the 18 here. Tyler Windsor goes across, and a nice ball there by Clinton Edwards. Again, Jenkins going a little too deep. It's a beautiful day here, Lyle. Beautiful day here, as you can see. There are two other games on today. Maybe Rick can allude to the two games that are on the go today. Rick?
Yes, this game just right now getting played in St. John's. I'll just check my notes here. Just give me a second.
Okay, Holy Cross, I believe, are at home to Cornerbrook there, Rick.
Yes, I headed there on top of my podcast.
Okay, he probably headed for later.
Yes, Cornerbrook at Holy Cross at 12 o'clock. Coming up at 1 p.m., the Feildians are in St. Lawrence, and 4 p.m. in St. John's at CBS and Mount Pearl, and a key game for this playoff position.
Absolutely, Rick, and I'll get you to chat on that halftime and give what your implications are of yesterday's results and of today's matches as well, Rick.
Definitely, can't wait to do so.
Okay. Laurentians seem to be coming back here now. Again, you are tuning into Gorecast with 11 minutes gone. No score. Stefan Sainian with a nice ball over to side to Evan Miles. And a nice defensive play by Jenkins. Dylan Jenkins. Nice play and puts the ball at a touch with a throw-in being awarded to Daniel Crew. Crew back to Clinton Edwards. Hello, Larry Pike again today and Don Beck. Beautiful day here in St. Lawrence. No score after 12 minutes. And joining me here in the Gorecast again, alongside of me again today, folks, is the voice of Rick Farrell.
Yes, Gord, and like you're saying, 12 minutes and 20 seconds gone. A pretty even contest so far. Both sides have had a couple of good scoring opportunities, but the score remains at 0-0. So we're going to see a tight game, much like yesterday's game, which St. Lawrence won 2-1.
Right on, Rick, and welcome Michelle Easterbrooks as well as Troy Beck. Here the ball's gone in. Didn't it look like to try to get again? It's the Feildians trying. The Feildians are in it again. Oh, I was looking at the linesman, and the linesman had the flag down. So again, nice defensive play by Clinton Edwards. Clinton right at home in that center back position for having missed, the best part of the season and just returning home from Alberta. Again, the ball is put outside on the outside to Drew. Drew puts the ball through, and a beautiful save going to the ground was goalkeeper Shepard for the St. John's Feildians. 13 minutes have gone by. No score between the St. Lawrence Laurentians and the Double Blues from the city of St. John's, the St. John's Feildians. Ball is put in deep into Laurentian, a little too far, and as a result, it is John Douglas. Hello, Maureen Kavanagh. Welcome to the Gorecast, as well as Julie Loader. Maureen joining in from Mount Pearl, and Julie joining in from QC, Montreal.
I like that backline of the Feildians with young Dylan Jenkins, Greg Reed, Bobby Gamba, and Simon Pope.
Absolutely.
They're holding their own, to say the least, against a very formidable offense of St. Lawrence.
Brent Hennebury is in the lineup today, Loyal. He's on the right wing. I don't know. I would think almost in a striking position, and he could be on the outside right midfield. Not sure the formation if the Laurentians have just the one up or they're going with two up. Ball goes at a touch with a goal kick being awarded to the Feildians. Thank you so much, Julie. It's loud and clear here. And again, the wind, I kind of moved to the right off the flags today because I watched some of the casts last night and to see, and I could hear the flag blowing in the background. And the big Newfoundland and Labrador flag is up, blowing right to the east side of St. Lawrence. And here we have Collingwood with a handball. Number 11, Clinton Edwards, over to Drew. Back in the middle, and it looks to be taken by Taylor Smith to Carter Mackey. Mackey goes one ball too many, and again he retrieved it from Brent Hennebury. Mackey back to Greg Reed. Reed on the outside, looking to go to Buckingham. Two tall individuals, and both of them only, if I can see their number, both of them look very similar. Two of them are well over 6 foot. Very warm here today, a nice day. I guess it's around 20 degrees. Hello, Lloyd. Hello, Jocelyn there, my wife. Go ahead, Rick.
Yes, let's talk about our officials for today's game, of which we cannot have a game at all. We got good old Corey Welch, the referee, in the middle, with Eric Power and Shane Dunphy doing the lines.
Again, the ball's been taken by Carew. Carew is much involved in the Laurentians' attack here today, as well as so is Sean Drew, that is playing left wing and right wing backs here, but they are much involved in the play. Again, the ball's been taken by Clinton. Back to Mark Pittman. Hello, Michael Kennedy. Taken in from Du Bois. Yeah, welcome. Also, my wife is on her break. What a better way to take your break than joining into Gordcast here at the Laurentian grounds, or the Centennial Field. Here we have the Feildians moving in. Here we have, and again it was outside to Zach Hines, and Hines goes wide over the Laurentian net, and John Douglas just watches the ball go over the net. Douglas, as I alluded to earlier, had his best contest of the season yesterday, and here he is back in the Laurentian net here. And we had a couple of kids there wanting to say hello. Here they are again today. Hello, folks. Hello. That is good to see you here. Anyway, the ball again kicked out by the Laurentians and taken by Stephen Slaney.
Gord, we're 18 minutes into this match and still no score, with both clubs having a couple of good scoring opportunities. You can feel that, as you mentioned, that the Feildians are coming in here looking for 3 points, or at least one, to salvage this weekend to stay in contention in the playoff race.
Yeah, and again, this playoff, when I looked at the points, I did a Sunday edition of Gordcast this morning for an update of standings, and I tell you, and I'll get Rick to elaborate on that halftime. Here we have Tyler Windsor, and again a nice play by veteran Clinton Edwards. Nice play. Clinton just was calm, cool, passed the ball to Carew back to Clinton. Clinton over to Mark Pittman. Pittman putting the ball in the middle to Jordy Slaney. Jordy outside to Sean Drew. Drew looking to go long to Brent Hennebury. Hennebury's inside.
Scores!
No, and it's an offside. It's an offside. Hello, Eugene Brushett. And it's an offside by Brent Hennebury. A nice play, other than the fact it was Brent Hennebury was in a little foot too far in, and it was offside. Here we have Gamba.
You got to mention that Brent Hennebury didn't play yesterday, but today, only 20 minutes in, has made a considerable difference up front for the Laurentians.
Yeah, Brent is one of the Laurentians' offensive threats, and yesterday we don't know about injuries. You know what I'm saying? For most part, teams kind of keep that to themselves. So, yes. But Brent Hennebury this season, he has, I feel, come into his own. He has played much better, and I think that he's only a kid there yet. He's under 18, so.
And he fits in there quite well here today with the best players in this league.
And the ball's been taken, and veteran Zach Hines knows he's not to touch the ball. It was an offside. Glad to see Clinton. Hello, Lonnie Sweeney, joining in from Alberta. Welcome to Gord Cats. Beautiful day here in the soccer capital of Canada. Again, the Feildians are here again today, folks, and they're challenging the Laurentians. So far, Rick, I would have to say, Rick, what's your thoughts? 50-50, Rick, right now?
Yes, but I would agree with you 100%. We're here 20 minutes in. Each side has had 3 scoring opportunities, and each goaltender, both Douglas and Shepherd, have been forced to make some great saves.
Right on. So our analysis and like you say, knowing that, realizing that it's a very close contest. Here we have the Feildians lining up. We don't want to miss it. Here the Feildians putting the ball deep inside of the Laurentians. And again, a nice set of hands displayed by Laurentian keeper John Douglas. Thanks, Lonnie. Thank you so much. Christopher Slaney just here. Welcome, Chris. Thank you for your assistance when I was commissioner of the league for the past 8 years, Rick. Chris, thank you so much for things that you assisted me with. Hello, Connie Fitzpatrick. And we have a beautiful day. And it's Clinton Edwards over to Jordy Slaney, on into Evan Miles. Evan Miles puts it over to the captain of the Laurentians, Marc Brefo. Hoping to have a chat with the captain of the Laurentian after today's contest. I was very honored to have 2 of the best fans here from Feildians with the interview before the game. Appearance of Mike Daw, so I thank them for joining in. Hello, Pat and Sarah Break. Again, the ball's been taken by Gamba. Gamba looking to go long, and it's a little too long. He's looking to go to Collingwood and Buckingham. Go, Tyler. Big game in Mount Pearl yesterday where Tyler Forsey led Mount Pearl to a win, scoring a pair over Holy Cross. And Rick, I'll let you have every comment in the world during halftime of the implications again of what's going on with those standings, Rick.
Yes, and you mentioned once again, Forsey scored twice and led his team to a big victory, and he's climbing up in that scoring race once again, where he seems to be every year.
Every year, I think he's on the if not on the top, he's in the top score. Here we have the Feildians, and again we have John Douglas going to the ground. The Feildians are pressing, but much the same as yesterday. I think the first goal is imperative to give you that momentum. And the Laurentians stole the first goal yesterday on a goal by Stephen Slaney, and then they got the second one on a corner kick, which was
given to Chandru. Yes,
it was awarded to Chandru. It was. Here we have Marc Pittman. Pittman over to Clinton Edwards. Clinton to Jordy Slaney. The Laurentians come, just taking the ball, looking for the opportunity. Feildians moving back with a defensive system, giving the Laurentians the ball up over the center, and then they're looking for to strike with Buckingham and Collingwood, along with Zach Hines. And the Laurentians going, defending to the rec center, and here Clinton is back to John Douglas. John Douglas looking to go long to Jonathan Grant. Nice takedown by Jonathan Grant. Nice display of skill with the chest onto his foot and to his thigh. Nice work by Jonathan Grant. Oh, the wind is blowing, trying hard to keep my head on. Here we have again, it's Tyler Windsor breaking through. Tyler Windsor into the 6-yard line, and it's just a little wide up the net. Try to keep the camera on the moving. When it's fast like that, it's very fast and is heard sometimes. There we have John Douglas. What's going on?
You mentioned some of that great work there by the Feildians at that time, the work of Buckingham, Collingwood, and Buckingham, Zach Hines. And yesterday they had a lot of offensive opportunities. They get another important corner kicker now. We're 25 minutes into the match and still no score out there in webcast land.
Yeah, absolutely. There you're tuning into the broadcast, live streaming from St. Lawrence, where after 25 minutes of play, no score between the St. Lawrence Laurentians and the Feildians. And again, the ball goes across on the corner, and again, it was back to Zach Hines. And again, we have Pope. Oh, the ball looks as if hit by Brefo. That's 2 shots there on and off the corner for the Feildians, and 2 good defensive plays. Again, the ball is put back in again, and the Feildians are pressing. Here we have Dwayne Evans, or Evan Miles, taken by Pope. There's by Jenkins by Tyler Windsor. Evan Miles upended a Feildian player, and as a result, a free kick has been awarded to Dylan Jenkins. I can get him right here. Dylan, hello, Joyce. There the ball's put in deep into Laurentian territory to the 6-yard line, on into the penalty shot area, and it's been retrieved by Mark Pittman. And Pittman was challenged and put to the ground, and the ball has been awarded to free shot or free ball to Laurentians, and it's John Douglas looking to go fast to Stefan Slaney. The ball again is retrieved nicely by Greg Reed. Here we have Gamba looking to go long. Both teams are looking to go to their striker. The Laurentians in a lot of cases are looking to go to Stefan Slaney, while Feildians are looking to take advantage of Buckingham, Aaron Buckingham, number 20. Big, tall, lanky individual. Hello, Roger Slaney. Welcome to Gordcast from Nova Scotia. Beautiful day here in St. Lawrence. What's your thoughts, Rick?
Still no score, and we just see a flurry of activity here a few minutes ago from the Feildians. And once again, John Douglas was equal to the task, and credit to the St. Lawrence experienced backline for getting the ball out of harm's way. Here's the Laurentians right in there.
And again, here we have Brent Hennebury with a nice ball. Over the ball and goal! What a save here by Shepard and the Laurentians. The best opportunity off the contest. I thought it was going to be a wide open net. Ball's been taken again, put back into Laurentians territory with Clinton Edwards and Mark Pittman. Just passing the ball calmly back and forth to each other. Then they will look for Jordy Slaney in the middle to take control and move it up 20 yards. Back to Clinton Edwards again. This time they'll look to go maybe to the outside, and it was to the outside, and it was Simon Pope with a nice clear with a hitter. And again, it's a throw-in being awarded to the Laurentians. Sean Drew over to Evan Miles. Evan Miles looking to defeat, and he goes past one Feildian player into... Oh, again, it was nice shielding by Greg Reed to block out Brent Hennebury from getting any kind of attack or scoring opportunity. Here we had young Dylan Jenkins over to Taylor Spitt, back to Greg Reed on the outside to Simon Pope. I don't know. But anyway, the linesman knows it's all sides.
Going back to that last play, Gord, that save by Braden Shepard there was a remarkable recovery as he stopped a wide open Stefan Slaney from scoring the game's first goal. We're 29 minutes in, it's still 0-0 here in beautiful St. Lawrence.
Yeah, he took in a little kids game down there this morning, Rick, on Marystown Centennial Field.
Yep.
And, I was thinking while I was there, about the good old days.
Oh, my God, the heyday, yes.
When the Burin Peninsula had a number of teams, and it's unfortunate that we only got the one senior team, but I'm glad to see it was a U13, under 13, But anyway, we're still developing at the Yukon, and hopefully we'll be able to maintain a Challenge Cup team here on the Bureau Peninsula. Anyway, here we have Greg Reed. Greg Reed goes back to Jenkins. Jenkins putting the ball inside, and it's been cleared by number 11. Steady 11. The 2-1s. Clinton Edwards. Connie Fitzpatrick, Russell Turpin. Welcome to Gordcast, live streaming from the Centennial Field in St. Lawrence, where you're witnessing Molson Challenge Cup play between the St. John's Feildians and the hometown St. Lawrence Laurentians. No score after 30 minutes of action. Here we have Tyler Windsor. Oh! Clinton Edwards made a hard fall there, but luckily he didn't hit the fence. A beautiful day here. Hello from the big land, Guy Tobin. Welcome, Labrador City, Newfoundland, Labrador, and the big land, Guy Tobin. Welcome to Gordcast. Here we have Greg Reed marching down, patrolling down, and then we have Collingwood looking to go around Clinton Edwards and Corey Walsh. A man in the middle indicated a corner kick for the St. John's Feildians. It looks like a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. I would like the winds to drop out 10 miles an hour. Other than that, no, it's great for the players on the field. Here the ball's been taken back by Pope. Pope looking to put it in long, and again, John Douglas goes over to his left off the goal, and John Douglas had it all the way. But it was a nice try there, Rick.
Yes, you got to give credit to the Feildians. They are trying shots from outside the 18-yard line, 20-25-yard line, and getting lots of good power behind them. And that time was another example of how close it was from going in the back of the net. We're still 32 minutes into the match, folks, and it's still 0-0 here in St. Lawrence at the beautiful Centennial Field, home of the Laurentians and the soccer capital of Canada.
Anyway, Gary Forsyth, you get yourself geared up for the game this evening against, who are you playing? That's the CBS Strikers are playing at 4 o'clock. I think it's against Mount Pearl. Yes. It's a critical game. What are your thoughts, Rick?
Oh, definitely. You can see this match here this evening with the standings so tight. We have CBS with 22 points, Mount Pearl with 23, Phillies with 23, and Cross with 24.
Wow. And I'll give you two. Oh, the ball has been taken again but it's a save by nice hands. John Douglas. John has put in a good weekend of play here in St. Lawrence, and I was glad to see him get in the net because the season is moving on. John is an assistant coach with the Canada game, and I felt he needed the time and he needed to get in that net and show what he could do, getting ready for the Labor Day weekend, which is to be played in St. John's at the King George V Field. Here we have Smith putting the ball back to Gamba. Gamba outside to Jenkins. Jenkins, nice little play. Good play by young Jenkins. I don't like to know how old he is, but sometimes looks are deceptive. And we have Eric Madison joining in. New striker to the league from CBS Strikers. Got 2 more goals yesterday, Eric, so you're still up with the goal scoring there, Eric. He comes from Argentina. I had a nice interview with him in CBS. Quality individual, has added a lot to CBS Strikers and has added a lot to Molson Challenge Cup League. Here we have Jonathan Grant taking the ball over to Sean Drew. Drew inside to Greg Reed. Greg Reed is a brick wall when it comes to defense of the St. John's Feildians. Number 5. Jenna Jill Slaney says, "Let's go blue." Well, Jenna, I'm sure I know which blue you're talking about. There's 2 blues on the field, and you're not talking about no double blue. Hello, Dan Farrell. Where the ball put in again? Shepard again made an outstanding save, Rick. And I noticed play went on, but that was some kind of a save.
Oh, he's recovered that time on the rebound, and robbed Stephen Slaney, of all people, one of the greatest shooters in the league. and that's why the game is still scoreless, listeners.
Here we have Brefo over to Evan Miles. Back to Crew. Crew is looking to go across the field. Nice safe play, Crew. Nice safe play. Jana Slade, Jill Slade said, no, sir. What's all that about, Jana? Anyway, back to live action. Here we have big Mark Pittman moving up the center, and the ball goes in deep, and Sean Drew, I must say, and Daniel Crew are way in on the play here today. Another nice day in St. Lawrence. A beautiful day here in St. Lawrence. That clock adds a lot to...
Except for that wind, Gord. Let's be serious. That wind is really playing havoc here today.
It's playing havoc with us. There we have, Sean Drew on a corner kick for the Laurentians. I'll try to get both of them. Here's it on the net. There again, Brent Hennebury, and a nice save again by Shepard in net for Feildians. Ball's been taken, and off a Crew. Sliding tackle, and Crew saved the ball, and as a result, put it into Brefo. Brefo over to Jordy Slaney. Jordy Slaney dancing. He puts the ball nice outside to Sean Drew. Sean Drew looking to go with the left foot, and it was a nice save, defensive save by Simon Pope. Back to Sean Drew. Sean Drew walking over, stepping over the ball, and again, number 5, Greg Reed clears the ball down to his partner, opponent. Mark Pittman again puts the ball back in Feildians zone, and it's we have Simon Pope looking to save the ball. No, Dunphy on the line says no. He said the ball goes out of touch with a throw-in being awarded to the St. Lawrence Laurentians, and here we have Sean Drew. 36 minutes have gone by. No score from the Centennial Field in St. Lawrence, where we have live action between the St. John's Feildians and the first place St. Lawrence Laurentians. Bet Slaney thinks we have nice weather. Bet I keep coming back enough, we'll get nice weather. Ronaldo Morris. I seen Ronaldo, you got another goal yesterday. Good for you. And then we have Taylor Windsor. And Windsor looking to go over to the Laurentian net, and he goes to the top of the rec center where many a balls would have gone.
I'll use the Newfoundland axiom, it's a nice day on clothes. Because the clothes will definitely blow dry here in the wind today.
Yeah, the flag is blowing. It's a nice day for the flag to blow. Can't get a picture of it. It's right behind it. Hi, Gord. Great job. Thank you so much, Dan Farrell. And you work on what you told me that you could possibly try, and I can see if I can get that into the cast later on in the season. Laurentians have, after this weekend, I believe, is 6 games remaining. Here we have Clinton Edwards, and they're all home games. Here we have Brefo, Marc Brefo. Here we have Crew with a beautiful ball, with a nice switch. A lot of switching going on. Back to Brefo. Brefo plays it safe. No, he looked to go back to Douglas, and he said, no, I'll just pass it over to my partner, their defensive Mark Pittman. And again, we have Jordy Slaney over to Clinton Edwards. Clinton just taps the ball nicely. Nice tap by Crew. Evan Miles looked at one, stepped into. Here we have, and a good play by Simon Pope. Yeah, and it looks like a nice play by Simon Pope. He defended against Brent Hennebury, who appeared from this angle to go in on a breakaway, but Simon Pope, he caught up to Hennebury, and as a result, the ball goes out of touch over the goal line with a corner kick being awarded to the Laurentians. Here we have Stefan Slaney kicking the corner. Ball is inside the 18-yard box. Here we have Sean Drew. Back to Jordy Slaney. Back to Brefo. And the whistle's on the play, and we we have? What do we have? 24 yards. We'll say 18 and 10, 24. Let's go with 24 yards. And here we have Jordy Slaney lining up. We have Clinton Edwards. We have Stephen Slaney, and we have Brefo. So who goes there? I would think by the left foot of Stephen Slaney. I'll try to get the picture right on the goal here. Oh, and we have Jordy Slaney. Oh, what a beautiful save. Jordy scored one at the Canada Games on TSN. Here we have Brefo going in very hard on the play.
Yes, a lot of good scoring opportunities for St. Lawrence. That time Stephen Slynn just hammered the ball, but what a great save again by Braden Shepard of the Feildians to keep this game still scoreless, 0-0, 40 minutes into the opening half, Gord.
Yes, 40 minutes have gone by, and you're tuning into Gordcast live streaming Molson Challenge Cup play from the Centennial Field in St. Lawrence, where no score after 40 minutes. Here the ball's been kicked in on a corner. Oh, and again, the keeper missed the ball. And the center back, I can't get a number on him, but I'll say it's Taylor Smith. I'm not sure the number on him.
10.
No, number 11. That would be Simon Pope.
Great play. Defensive efforts, fabulous to save a goal.
Hello, Tina Turpin, Ryan Keynes. Big game this evening for you, Ryan, out at 4 o'clock out at the Topsail Field, where CBS Strikers will be playing host to Mount Pearl. Big game, big win for you yesterday, Keynes. Hello, Mike Reddy. Not sure who's down on the play. It looks like, let's see, Brent Hennebury.
Favoring his leg, but he's walking it off now rather gingerly. He'll get up and play the tough kid he is.
Okay, let's see if I can get it in on the goal. And here we have Stephen Slaney. Nice ball, nice ball. Ooh, looks to go back to over the goal line, but a corner kick has been awarded to the Laurentians.
That's their fifth corner kick of the match, Gord. With 42 minutes gone, they're still 0-0, and the Laurentians have been pressing now for the last number of minutes to get that game's first goal, and not only for the great efforts of Shepard in goal and Pope saving a goal on the goal line.
There we have Drew putting it inside, and it's been cleared by Greg Reed out to Jordy Slaney. Slaney looking to go down. No, it's wide, way over the net, and as a result, a goal kick. You are tuning into Gordcast, where there's 43 minutes of play have gone by here at the Centennial Field in St. Lawrence, where it's Molson Challenge Cup play. And after 43 minutes of action, no score between the St. Lawrence Laurentians and the St. John's Feildians. Oh, Val Slaney. Thank you, Val, so much, Val. Val Spinney, he was a good guy, good runner when he played, and he was rough and tough along with his skill. Welcome to Gordcast, Val. Thanks for the words as well. Here we have Zach Hines. Hines looking to go around Drew. Here we have Hines back to. We have Greg. No, we have 11 of Simon Pope. This time to Collingwood and off his chest, and was taken by Sean Drew. The ball's cleared by Pope, and at a touch with a throw-in being awarded to Sean Drew of the Laurentian. The ball been put down to Brent Hennebury. Hennebury back to Stephen Slaney. Stephen Slaney back to Marc Brefo. Brefo over to Clinton Edwards. Matthew Norman, you're kindly welcome for the broadcast. Thanks for joining in. Here we have Clinton Edwards over to Sean Drew. And Val, I want to make it a big congratulations on your son John getting married there. I saw some pictures there on Facebook there a while ago, so congratulations to you and your wife and to John and his new bride.
Still no score, 0-0. 44 minutes gone here in the opening half. Gord on just a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in St. Lawrence at the Centennial Field. Both sides having some great scoring opportunities. And ball back in midfield, cleared away by the Laurentians.
And again, the ball's back in Feildian zone. And we have Simon. No, we have Gamba over to Collingwood and Brefo fighting for the ball. Here we have Evan Miles back to Carew. You don't have to make no consideration where you're putting the ball. The fans will tell you here pretty clearly. And then back to Collingwood. Collingwood back clear of the ball. What do we have on the clock? We have 45 minutes have gone by, and now we are into injury time. On referee's time, the 45 minutes have gone. The clock should have stopped. The clock is still moving. Here we have Mark Pittman outside to Sean Drew. Sean Drew inside to, and here we have 1, 2, 3 whistles, and the teams are walking to the dressing room, and we'll be back to myself and Rick and I'll give Rick to go on yesterday's scores and the current standings and the games today, and Rick will give us all the updated scores and standings from the Molson Challenge Cup League. You are to have tuned in to Gordcast live streaming from the St. Lawrence Centennial Field. We're after 45 minutes of play. Thank you, Michelle. 45 minutes of play. No score between the first place Laurentians and I think the third place St. John's Feildians. I think the Feildians are currently tied in third place.
Yes,
anyway, give us a few seconds to catch our breath, and then I'll put us on to Rick, and we'll be back to halftime intermission. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for your kind words. Caitlin Edwards, thanks for tuning in to Gordcast. And here again, I will take in some of the fans here. There we have Mike Dawes' parents here. I'm trying to get Dad on as well. There. What's your thoughts of the first half, folks? Pretty even. It was a good half. Great goaltending. Oh, I thought it was great. Superb saves there, and that's the parents of Mike Daw, Feildians fan here. They're the lone riders in town here today, I would think, for most part. And then we have Cyril Slaney over here watching. When we have Wright, see if I can get him on here. Come over here, Rex, and have a few words. Rex, come over and have. Okay, then we had the mayor of Grand Bank taking in the cast here, and so here is Rex will say hello. Just wave his hand there. Yeah. So you're enjoying the game here. It's a great game, and Rex played in his day, and here he's over here with a number of fans here, buddies here from Grand Bank Fortune area, and taking in. So it's nice to see you here, Rex. Yeah, and he said it's nice to be here. So you're more than welcome, and it's great to have the mayors of the surrounding communities to join in and take in the beautiful game here. So anyway, Rex, it's good to see you here. Okay, now I'll leave it alone to Mr. Carl, and I won't put it back to us because we might lose.
There's no problem. Nobody wants to see us today, Gord.
No, we don't.
No,
and I agree. I agree. Now is Rick given an update on the scores of the weekend?
Yes. First of all, yesterday, Gord, Saturday there were 3 games played in the province in the Molson Challenge Cup League. Mount Pearl defeated Holy Cross 3-1. Toller forcibly paced the Mount Pearl attack, scoring twice, while Ronaldo Moros added 1, and Mike Dunn scored the only goal for Holy Cross. Here in St. Lawrence yesterday, on your Gordcast, we see St. Lawrence defeated the Feildians 2-1. Sean Drew and Stefan Slaney scored for the Laurentians, while Zach Hines had the lone goal for the Feildians. And it was the CBS Strikers blanking Cornerbrook United 6-0. In that game, Nico Boham and Eric Matheson both had 2 goals each, while Nick Jones and Nate Jones also had a goal each, and Darcy Bennett picked up the shutout. This all leads us to the standings, and the tight standings as they are as of today. St. Lawrence, of course, are still in first place comfortably with 33 points on the season. Holy Cross are in second with 24 points, but they have 2 games in hand. The Feildians here this afternoon have 23 points, while Mount Pearl, yesterday's big victory, got them into a tie position with them with 23 points, and they enjoy a game in hand. CBS are hanging right in there, big win yesterday, and they have 22 points, while Cornerbrook unfortunately sits alone in standings with 4 points. And we can't forget the Canada Games team, Newfoundland Labrador representative coming up at the Canada Games in Manitoba in August, have a great record of 6 wins, 3 draws, 7 losses, and 21 points. So they will be in the thick of things as well.
Rick, whether we go on, it just look right now, folks. The Laurentians are alone by 9 points in the standings for first place, but from second to fifth, we have just a differential of two points. Second place is 24, and fifth place is 22. So you just know, how critical each game is, and it could be one game that could put you out of the playoffs or into the playoffs. So
these teams cannot afford to take either day off or either match off. And today we have also 3 games over in St. John's today. Cornerbrook are playing Holy Cross at King George V, and we are watching this game now here. It's 0-0 at the half between the St. John's Feildians and St. Lawrence. And at 4 p.m., a big match coming up at the Gushu Complex in Mount Pearl. CBS go in there, the Strikers, and they will certainly have a tight match for sure.
Well, like you said, I would think that the odds on favor today at King George V, well, that probably game is over here now. That was between Cornerbrook and Holy Cross. I would think the odds on favor there I would give it to Holy Cross.
Yes.
But this match here today with Feildians and St. Lawrence could be could cost Feildians dearly if they should walk out of St. Lawrence here today with another loss, Rick.
Oh, definitely. And you look at the match so far, Gord, going back to the first half analysis, just switching gears for a second. It was a very close half. Both sides had some great scoring opportunities. We've had 10 shots on goal for both clubs and a half dozen with what we call scoring opportunities. Goaltending, particularly of Braden Shepherd, he was marvelous on at least 2 occasions. And we see things are flying out of the broadcast booth here as the gale of wind is picked up. But continuing on with my thought process, this game here this afternoon so far, still 0-0 at the half. And both sides have had their chances, as we mentioned. You take Shepherd save on Slaney and on Hennebury in this match, and a couple of great saves by Douglas. When you travel to St. Lawrence, yes, you come into one of the toughest venues in the province in terms of home field advantage, and a team that always gives it their all, as attesting to their 25 Challenge Cup triumphs in the 50-year history of this organised sport. And today is no different, but hats off to the Feildians so far, Gord. They will have to... goal scoring is at a premium, and you know yourself. We take Will Smalloy, for example, the greatest goal scorer in the history of the province, arguably perhaps the country for amateur soccer. And even today here, Tyler Forsyth showed yesterday how important he is to Mount Pearl. And as we get into tighter games, and as the schedule winds down, the great goal scorers will be worth their
it's right
goals.
now like a goal could be worth 3 points here right now. But what I find maybe the biggest difference in this season, I feel that the goaltending has been superb on all teams. Their number one goalies, like some of the saves that I have seen this year are as good as what I've seen throughout, the Molson Challenge Cup League for a number of years. And the saves that Shepherd came up with in the first half, not only the saves they're making, it's how they're playing the goal technically by playing the box high. And what I'm meaning by that, for those that are not or everyday soccer fans, they play the box out on the 18-yard line, and a lot of the times the skill of goalies now is just as much with their feet as with their hands.
The good segue, Gord. We'll mention the fact that the great goaltender Al Slaney passed away recently. You know, a favorite Laurentian, and a very sad thing, no deed. We has a goaltender trophy named after him in the province. And you look at the goaltenders here this summer, as you mentioned. Thomas Piraway has 6 shutouts on the season with Holy Cross. Darcy Bennett's shutout yesterday with CBS moved him into the tie for that shutout lead. Braden Shepard, who you just mentioned, had 2 great saves this afternoon, has 5 shutouts for Feildians. John Douglas and Patrick Slaney have 5 shutouts each. That's 10 shutouts for the Laurentians in 16 matches so far. Talks about their organised backline, to say the least. And Brandon Noseworthy at Mount Pearl has 4 goose eggs.
Well, there's no doubt that goaltending has been superb. And Rick, I've seen here, I want to mention for Guy Tobin there, that they are celebrating their 50th anniversary there in Walbush. And Guy, I wish you all the best with your celebrations there. I knew that I saw the musical ride from the RCMP perform. That's going to be in Walbush, or has been in Walbush. It's a great show for their 50th anniversary. So, Guy, all the best to you from the people from the island, and in particular from St. Lawrence, your hometown. So, and again, today I have a couple of special birthday greetings. And yesterday I saw it there. And we'll start off with Anna Mae Welsh, and she's an avid soccer fan here in the town of St. Lawrence. And on behalf of all of the soccer community, and certainly I know it goes out to you from your family. And again, I want you to say again hello to Keith for us. So a big happy anniversary, or a big happy birthday to you, Anna Mae. Also to young Kenneth Roll, the son of Kenny Roll. He's celebrating his 13th birthday today. Also, we have Justin Kilfoyle, and we have Hubert Power Jr. celebrating their birthday today, along with, I guess, a Bjorn Eagle hometown hero in these days, was Junior Mayo.
Oh, definitely a fine outside back.
Yeah, so Junior Mayo was a great soccer player. And so
2 Challenge Cups to his victory as well.
Right on. And another person I want to thank in town here today as well is Ray Beck. And Ray advertised there some while ago he had gone to a little lawn and got capelin or something. So I had made touch base with him, and he said, "No, Gord, you come and I'll give you some capelin." And anyway, so I'll drop down after the game, and Ray has bagged up a couple of, I believe it's 3 dozen in one bag, 3 in the other. So that's 6 dozen capelin. So thanks so much, Ray. That just goes to friendship and the hospitality of the Laurentians towards each other. So again, Rick, like you say, getting back to your contest where you demonstrated and told the numbers of shutouts that are going on this year, so you know the value of a goal scorer. And here we are today. Yesterday it was a 1 goal difference, and that goal came off a corner kick in itself. I think all goal scoring is down in the league. You know, Stefan last year, and Stefan, I really enjoyed the interview of Dr. Paul and Stefan and Jordy yesterday. That's on my Facebook. Anyone didn't see it live yesterday, you can join and watch that. That's a class act from Dr. Paul and his 2 sons, Jordy and Stefan. And Stefan, well, been injured this year, and again, like you say, it's 1 goal. And here we have the Feildians. I think the reason Feildians are dropping is because of their lack of goal scoring production. And I'm sure they're waiting for Emmanuel Dolo to return. Emmanuel Dolo is a prospect of the Feildians, who currently stands 2nd in the scoring race. He's with the Canada Games, and he will be joining the Feildians after the Canada Games in August in Winnipeg. So, you know, goal scorers are worth, I guess, the price of admission right now, Rick.
Definitely. Once again, we can talk about goal scoring here in the league, and look at the fact right now that Jake Warren leads the league from Holy Cross with 12, and the aforementioned Emmanuel Dolo, the Canada Games team, has 10. Tyler Forsey now has 10 goals after his 2-goal performance yesterday. Mike Dunn of Holy Cross has 8. Eric Matheson of CBS Strikers has 8. Tyler Kirby of Holy Cross has 7. Brent Hennebury here this afternoon, St. Lawrence, playing a fine game so far, has 5. Sean Drew of St. Lawrence has 5. Stephen Slaney of St. Lawrence has 5. Jordy Slaney has 4. Scotty Woodfine of Mount Pearl has 4. While Buckingham of the Feildians here today has 4. So you can see that St. Lawrence has a goal-scoring spread throughout their lineup, and that's why they're probably sitting in comfortably in first place right now.
Hey, Freeman, yeah, I see you, Freeman, there. Thanks for your comments there, Freeman. Anyway, Freeman Hilliard, they're a big fan of soccer and the St. Lawrence Laurentians and of the game of soccer in general. And he's one of the best to come from the shore. Freeman, you're nothing but a very positive man, light-hearted, light spirit, and is a fan of the game for every good reason. That's Freeman Hilliard. I always call him from up the shore. I believe it's Point of Gall. I think that's where his hometown is. Again, the team. Okay, Rick.
One more mention, Gord. Mr. Dave LeGros passed away in Mount Pearl the last week or so, and very sad indeed. A big supporter of soccer in Mount Pearl, throughout the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. And our condolences out to his family, whatever, and to the soccer community, Gord.
Yeah, definitely, Rick. And my intentions were, what I say is no harm here. My intentions were that would be to clue up today was to mention Dave LeGros, but I won't clue up with him now because Rick mentioned it. Dave LeGros has been a Hall of Famer, provincial Hall of Famer, as well as Mount Pearl Soccer Association Hall of Famer, and our condolence from the soccer fraternity of Newfoundland and Labrador, from starting with the president, Mr. Doug Redmond, on down to the soccer fans as well as every player in the province. Our condolence to the passing of Dave LeGros from Mount Pearl, and our thoughts and prayers go out to Dave LeGros, family and friends. Back to
see a soccer team of young girls come here now with medals underneath. Amazing.
Yeah, there was a little.
Oh, it's up.
Anyway, we're back and we're back to.
Maybe they'll give us a little wave later on in the broadcast.
Yeah, maybe, okay. You want to go down there and give us a little wave, folks? The team? Get down in front and I'll see if I can get you. Wait now. Oh, I can't get them, well. Anyway, we'll get back to live action, and what do we got? Just a little minute or so in the second half and the ball. I'll see if there's any, once I look around the field, I see if there's any new players into the game. Let's see, it looks like all the okay, here are the kids.
Here are the kids, Bree. Do you want to listen to the soccer team?
Here we have the kids. Everybody wave, folks. Okay, everybody wave. Okay, that's where it all starts, folks, down at the minor level. That's the kids from the under 13?
12.
Under 12, Bjorn Peninsula Soccer Association Young Girls Team. Welcome to Gordcast. Anyway, here we have, a corner kick awarded to the Laurentians, and we have Sean Drew going to take the corner. And again, we are looking for that first goal of the contest, and a goal is critical. Chantel Edwards wide. Here the ball is put in and play by the Laurentians. Oh, that was close hands. I tell you, the Feildians keeper has earned his keep here today. No score, Eddie, after 45 minutes of play. Eddie, we're on 46 here now, Eddie. And the ball's been taken by Laurentians. Oh, cleared again. And we have Jordy Slaney. Slaney looking to go into the corner to Brent Hennebury. Hennebury looks 1-2, and then Hennebury passed it off from Taylor Smith. And here we have Jordy Slaney taking on Carter Mackey, both of them taking away the ball, taken by Jordy, and a nice ball by Jordy, and it's a stop by Simon Pope.
What great skill that time by Jordy Slaney. He beat two Feildian defenders and nearly got a great scoring opportunity. And as a result now,
corner kick, the second one of the second half to the Laurentians. I'll put the camera on the goal. Here we have Stefan putting the ball in, and it's been cleared by Taylor Smith, number 10 from the Feildians. No score after 46 minutes of action. 48 minutes of action here now. Beautiful day here. Just, well, I guess the wind is not so beautiful as anyone would like, but it's like I don't think you're going to expect too much better than this. Ball's been taken by the Laurentians, pushed back into their own end. Here we have Mark Pittman. Okay, got a special message come in there to Mo Clark, and it's from his brother Eric. Eric wants to say hello to you, and that's been passed on to me by Mr. Gene Banfield.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem, Gene, anytime. Here we have Stephen Slaney. Stephen taking the ball from Greg Reed over to Marc Brefo. Brefo into Brent Hennebury. Hennebury looking to go along, and it goes off a defender for the Feildians. And again, it's the Laurentians' third corner kick off the second half, and we are less than 10 minutes into this. 5 minutes into the second half with 5 corners, so we know where the ball's been at in the second half. Kayla Douglas, welcome. What's your thoughts, Rick?
It's off to a great start, and here it is, Gord.
Oh, it's ended up again. It's back by Hennebury and clears. And we have a couple of Feildians fans there that their heart are beating much faster here in the second half.
Pittman.
And Pittman is moving inside too. Oh!
Marvelous pass, though.
A beautiful pass by Pittman to Sean Drew, and Drew did not read it as good as he should have. Pittman again taking on Collingwood, and on into Shepherd. Kayla, if you're watching there, John has played a marvelous weekend there. Kayla Douglas, the wife of John. I think you're tuning in here today. And we have a second soccer ball on the field here. Oh, the ball's been cleared. Anyway, again, the ball's been taken. Oh, wait, I moved down a little fast. John Douglas, I used that. Good day here from the Centennial Field. You are tuning into Goalscorers Molson Challenge Cup play between the St. Lawrence Laurentians and the St. John's Feildians. And we have 51 minutes of action gone by. No score. Appreciate if someone would write it in. Corey, Michael Ducey, Alicia Slaney, welcome to Goalscorers. And there we have Corey Walsh. And again, folks, those that are joining in and with birthdays today, again, happy birthday. Here, Greg Reed with a beautiful shot. Oh, and a nice save by Douglas. Hello, Patrick Saney. Pat Brake, thank you so much. Young Pat Brake Jr. Beautiful save by Douglas. And again, I'll put the camera on the goal. We have a corner kick by the Feildians. Looks like Simon Pope. Pope put the ball deep inside. And the ball taken by again. Oh! Again, John Douglas, man, is back and forth with both goalkeepers. It's almost a shame for either one of those goalkeepers to allow a goal here today, where both have been brilliant so far. Again, we have Sean Drew. Back to Mark Pittman. Hello, Leo Quilty. Ellison Brody, happy birthday to my dad. And we have Jordy back to John Douglas to Mark Pittman. Pittman taking his time. Oh, they're bottom singing out. Go to Brefo. Play it safe, and the ball's been by Jonathan Granton. Oh, Jordy Slaney. Ball is again. The Feildians are moving in. No, Feildians are on the attack. Brefo with a nice turn, nice clear. Brent Hennebury with hands and. Okay. Simon Pope and Brent Hennebury went at it. No love lost between 23 and 21 or 11. And we have Buckingham. Oh, looks like Laurentians fouled Carter Mackey, and it's Brefo on the foul, and it's Simon Pope. Again, I'll try to Andrew Perot. Welcome, hello, Andrew Perot. Also, hello to Brian Haley. Big Huck, we used to call him the Huckster. From St. Lawrence, currently lives and resides in Sudbury, Ontario. Ball has been taken by Pope into the Laurentians, and it's been cleared by Jonathan Grant. Back into the box, inside. Oh, and it's over by, we have Buckingham. Buckingham it was.
Gord, we're 10 minutes into the second half now, 55 minutes into the match. Still no score, and you got to give both sides credit. There's no one holding back, taking a lot of offensive opportunities here today, and the game's been very entertaining from a broadcast point of view and a fan's point of view, even though there's no goals. And we go back to the fact, like you said, goaltending, outstanding.
Yeah, and Rick, just take a look at your notes there, Rick. Rick is great on the notes there. Just what number of quality chances have you written in for today's contest, Rick?
8 scoring opportunities for both sides, already quality chances. A good word. Quality too.
Yeah, and
16 in the game, only 55 minutes in.
It's unbelievable. Eh?
Yes,
it's unbelievable for this number of scoring chances with a no score. Here we have Greg Reed clearing the ball. Mitchell Burry is taking it in. Michelle Estabrook's taking it in. Enjoy the cast, and it's a great contest here. No score for anybody just joining in. No score. Damien, if you don't mind, Damien, appreciate it if you write in the score. Give us a score from Holy Cross today if you have it, Damien. Much appreciated, Damien. No score here, Damien, after 55 minutes of play. Here we have Sean Drew into Jonathan Grant. And we have Simon Pope clearing the ball. I can tell you, if this is any indication, Rick, of what's going to go on in Labor Day, I can tell you you're going to get the word and the price of admission in at King George for the playoffs, Rick.
Oh, no doubt. You can see the teams now, the 5 teams that are all gunning for these 4 spots with nothing to spare. Here it is, a chance for
there we have a Oranges with a Hennebury. And again is Shepherd. Holy Cross today have defeated the Corner Brook team by a score of 4-0. Thank you so much, Damien, for your update. So Holy Cross with another big 3 points. Here we have Simon Pope. Pope makes one step to the right of the outside of his foot. On to Taylor Smith. Taylor Smith to Buckingham. Collingwood. Back to Drew. Drew has played a good, solid game up and down, playing the right wing back, strong defensively, and is in on the attack. Here we have Evan Miles. Evan Miles been, and it's Taylor Smith upending Evan Miles. And Corey Wells says that's not how it's played. Free kick to the Laurentians. Over to Sean Drew. Drew looking to move in, and again, way over. Get over the ball in order to get it on the net.
That victory by Holy Cross over Corner Brook this afternoon, 4-0, gives Holy Cross some breathing room now. They have a 4-point lead on both the Feildians and Mount Pearl, 5 up on CBS, and they also enjoy a game of hand on the Feildians.
Okay, so a huge 3 points for Holy Cross. I'd like to welcome here my buddy here from Gander there. I just see him there on side of Jack Loader there. Frank Slaney from Gander joining in, watching the game here in St. Lawrence. So welcome back home, Frank, and enjoy the contest. Right on there, thumbs up. Anyway, no score, live from St. Lawrence, where we had the Feildians and the Laurentians. After 58 minutes of play, we are 0-0. Hello, Shane Dunphy, young Shane Jr. Welcome to Gord Cast. Shane just graduated and he's looking for a workout in Alberta, and here we got another young kid looking to go to Alberta. I wish this would get over with and we could hold our educated and our graduates back in our own province.
Yes, you're right there, Gord. Work is so important to keep our community going, especially here on the Bjorn Peninsula.
And I want to congratulate you, Rick, there. I noticed in the news there, Rick, we won't get into details, but I do want to congratulate you on getting a new contract down at the shipyard, and we'd like to see that return to off the days of old as well. So congratulations on maintaining some form of contract, Rick.
Thank you, Gord, very much. Yes, hopefully we'll turn into some work in the near future, and we can get the Catway facility up and running, and hopefully the shipyard maybe in the future as well, Gord.
Yeah, like you say, in order for these rural areas to maintain, and obviously it's got to be work. St. Lawrence is fortunate enough to have the mines here reactivated. Hopefully the shipyard and I don't know, the salmon farm in Marystown, I hope all that comes to fruition and the Bjorn Peninsula can get back to the days of the 70s, Rick.
Oh my God, yes, in the 80s and the 90s we had these soccer teams in Bjorn, Grand Bank, Marystown, Fortune, St. Lawrence, Lawn, Garnish, man.
Right on.
Fabulous.
Rick. Right on. Here we have Brefo. Brefo to Hennebury. Hennebury back to Brefo. Hello, Vera Edwards. The ball into Stephen Slaney. Stephen Slaney looking to go inside, and again it's Shepherd.
Running out of ink for Suburbs for these goaltendings today. They're playing so well, and this is why the game is still knotted at 0-0, but 60 minutes gone in the match.
I couldn't get your message there. Oh, Mike Dunn there taking in. I noticed you scored a goal yesterday, Mike. I don't know how your contest went today there. I know it was 4-0. I don't know you scored or not, but again, you're up to, I believe it's 27 points now for the Holy Cross team. Here we have Brefo. Brefo being challenged. No time to take on players when you're last man in the middle. Here we have Brefo going to go inside. Simon Pope has played a steady game here today, Rick, and all the defenders with the Feildians.
Yes, you mentioned yesterday as well, Greg Reed and the whole crew of that back line, very organized at the back, and that's why they're having success here this summer. And kudos for the Laurentians as well, another organized back line, and that's why 0-0.
Yeah, good. There we have Stephen Slaney getting ready for that left foot. Oh, he's one step. Where we got with Stephen Slaney. And it's a low on the ground and an easy save by Braden Shepherd. Here we have Greg Reed with the left foot looking to go along to Buckingham. Stopped by Clinton Edwards. Back to Daniel Carew. Julie Loader, I saw all the family here again today. Jack is there, Betty is there, and I saw Jim was there, and then with them was Scott Bishop. So you got the whole family here today, Julie, so they're waiting for you to join them as well.
To mention as well, Sean Drew, he must be the hardest working player in the province.
I like Sean Drew, and
every second on that field, he's hustling.
Yeah, Sean Drew has been a big addition. He comes from Bay Bulls,
a big old Southern Shore.
Yeah, big addition to the Laurentians since he come on. I believe he told me, and I was rather surprised at that. This is his fifth year with the Laurentians. I thought it was longer than that. But Sean Drew, I think, has been, one of the biggest additions from outside to play with the Laurentians in the last decade.
Definitely, yeah, good point. The corner kick coming up. We'll allude to this later on.
Okay, here we have Drew putting the ball across on the corner and a little too strong. We have Brefo doing the scissor kick. Julie said hello to all the family. They're waiting for you, and I heard bodies are all over Jim Loader's house out there, so there'll be another body when you get home there, Julie. Lie down, airbag, cushions, Chesterfields, whatever it takes.
Getting back to Sean Drew and the fact that you mentioned he was from Bay Bulls, which is traditionally a strong hockey community in the province, and they have done a Challenge Cup team, but obviously the soccer roots are growing there slowly at the minor.
Yeah, I've heard, actually, my brother told me this story. I know my nephew Gordy, which is my brother David's son,
yes,
grew up, and Gordy and Sean were the better players in Bay Bulls, and obviously my nephew got away from it, and Sean, but he was a good athlete, Rick, I was told, and that's not surprising.
No.
Here we have Jordy Slaney and Reed pushing each other. Here we have Zach Hines, folks. Zach Hines, we know what he done yesterday. Zach Hines moving in, and a good defensive play. Here we have Buckingham. Aaron Buckingham, folks, he got a ball on the net. It looks like it's going to be a great finish here. It's going to be very unfortunate if either one of those teams score for their opponents, because it's going to be a very hurtful loss should the Feildians walk out of here today, in particular because the Laurentians maintain a 9-point lead right now.
Down to 6.
Holy Cross down to 6 here now. 6-point lead in first place. And we have Stephen Slaney and Greg Reed. And don't forget, folks, for viewers and for listeners and for people that are coming home, here on the St. Lawrence Day weekend, which is the opening of 2017 come home year, we have the red and gold in town. That's the Holy Cross Crusaders. And you can bet that people will be here to see. Here we have Stephen, and we have Jordy Slaney. Jordy Slaney.
He's putting his hands over. He said he knows he had a golden opportunity, and he just did not do very well on that.
No, it's a good thing you weren't interviewed today, Jordy. I would have questioned you on that.
Hey. The brothers, what a great setup by his brother Stephen, and that could have been the first goal of the match, 65 minutes in. So, got to give credit to both sides. The offense on both sides has been marvelous today.
Yeah, and I was here when I believe it was Mount Pearl were here earlier year. They were two great contests.
As well.
And here we had two good contests again this weekend with the Feildians. Next weekend, Corner Broker in town, and followed by it's the Holy Cross team that are a welcome addition anytime to St. Lawrence when you see the Laurentians and Holy Cross take to the field in the soccer capital of Canada.
Well, I speak as a Marystown United former, intermediate player or whatever, and coming up here, we always wanted to come up and work hard and beat St. Lawrence. But you have to. This is the marking point. The Laurentians' success is amazing. 25 Challenge Cups in 50 years, and the St. John's teams come out here. They want to get some points. Weekend. Nobody wants to lose points up here.
No, I can tell you the spirit's on the way back to St. John's. If you lose 2 games, you can pick up what spirit you like. But it's still a long bus ride back if you don't have no points to show on your standings. Especially, Rick. Again, I'll get Rick to allude to that after the contest about the standings of the Molson Challenge Cup are probably closer than what I've seen in the past decade.
You're right.
And we have Diane Wells, my sister-in-law, tuning in again today. Here the ball's been taken again by it was Braden Shepherd.
Very confident goaltender, comes off his line, puts these 2 big mitts up there, grabs that ball, snatches it into thin air. Great goaltending.
Yeah, and like yesterday, I think it was unfortunate that the one went in off him out on the corner. But other than that, all this season, he's been a star goalie.
Go back to last year, John Douglas. He literally stole the Challenge Cup last year for the Laurentians. What a brilliant performance.
There we have Brent Hennebury moving in.
So it can be done.
I have no doubt. Last year, it's the 25th Challenge Cup that was won by the St. Lawrence Laurentians. Oh, and we have again, the ball's been taken by the Feildians, and it's been cleared by Collingwood. Oh, what a touch. And last year, getting back to John Douglas, I think it was the best goaltending penalty shots that I've ever witnessed in my life, and I contribute the semi-final victory over Holy Cross to John Douglas. I've said that. I put it in writing. I'll say it on broadcast, and I think people know that follow me with my writings and my talks about the feelings. And here we had again, it was Stephen Slaney looking to turn the ball to Brent Hennebury. Here we have Brent Brefo with a shot.
Brefo! 67 minutes.
And Brefo! There we have Brefo.
It had to come, Gord, with that much offensive opportunities in this game, in the second half particularly. They've had at least 7 shots directed at Shepherd at net, and finally Brefo gets wide open, and this time he makes no mistake, and the Laurentians are now up 1-0, 68 minutes in, Gord.
I felt that the first goal of this contest, whichever way it would go, it could be a heartbreaker for the other team, but it came and it was Brefo. Brefo got it and just put it to the left off the keeper. No chance for the keeper. Beautiful goal by Brefo, but a goal had to come with just too many quality chances. Too many quality chances for this game to be scoreless after 90 minutes. Cheers from Calgary, cheers from Quebec, cheers from Labrador. This is coming across from the nation, and it's the Laurentians. The Laurentians fans are cheering from all over the nation to see the Laurentians have gone up by a score of 1-0. But the game is far from over, folks. We have 70 minutes, approaching the 70-minute mark, where the Laurentians, does that goal come at the 68-minute mark, Rick?
Yes, Gord.
68-minute mark for the Laurentians on a goal by newcomer, midfielder, number 18 for the Laurentians. Marc Brefo has scored the opening goal of this contest. And again, the ball's been to Douglas to Clinton. Libby Guerin, way to go, Blue. Here the ball's been taken. Here we have Brent Hennebury. Hennebury put the ball in the middle, and it's been cleared by Taylor Smith. Here we have again Brefo. Brefo coming over with the ball been put inside. Looked like to go off the arm or the chest of Stefan Slaney. He's been challenged by Greg Reed, pushed in the corner to Sean Drew, and it's been stopped by number C. Who we got here?
Carter McKay.
By
Carter McKay.
Carter McKay.
Yep, number 12.
He was right back in the defensive end of the field. Here, ball's been taken by Zach Hines. 1-0 for the Laurentians. Thank you so much, young Petty Break. Douglas going long again too. Oh, nice try. John Douglas can kick that ball from the 6-yard box and put it. There we have. Oh,
what a lovely strike.
This was Buckingham looking try to put one over the hands of a sprawling John Douglas. He shot about 40 yards out, hoping to catch Douglas off the line.
Have you noticed this year the players have less fear now? They don't mind shooting from anywhere. On the field, that last episode, 30 yards out, nearly beat goaltender John Douglas for 71 minutes and counting here in this match here in St. Lawrence today at Molson Challenge Cup Soccer. St. Lawrence just opened scoring 4 minutes ago and a great shot there by Marc Brefo. We can capitalize the game as a seesaw battle back and forth. Right now, unfortunately, a player in the midfield area has been knocked down, and referee Corey Welch and his teammates are over now looking at a fallen player. He may have been struck in the upper area around the hit area on that challenge court.
Thank you so much, Sir Rick. We go hand in hand here, folks, to try to bring this to the best that we can. It was my battery indicated low, so I had to go to my, I don't know what I got there, some kind of a sack there with bits and pieces of everything in it.
Taylor Smith right down on the field now, Gord.
Taylor Smith is down. Taylor's been a strong Feildian player here the weekend, but all Feildian players have played very strong, and like you say, the Laurentians have come up in both contests as well. Won the first one by 1, leading here after 72 minutes of play by 1. So, you know, it's been a battle here at Centennial Field, but I think that's what the fans of St. Lawrence like, but they also like the end results too. You better win by the goal rather than lose by a goal. If you lose, well, you played bad, and if you win, well, it was a great game.
Look at the stats now as the fans applaud Taylor Smith as he goes off the field, which is good to see. I hope it's not too serious. Laurentians have scored 31 goals on the season to lead. Right now, Holy Cross has 34 goals on the season, and Laurentians only have given up 8 goals, so that's a very impressive stat as well.
Yeah, that's the big thing that I think the Laurentians got going for them, is they only have allowed 8 goals, and this is their 17th game of the
Yes.
season. So that's why. Why are the Laurentians in first place? It's not necessarily because of their goal scoring. It's because of their goals against, which alludes to great goaltending, good defense. And when I spoke to the coach and coaches of the Laurentians, they are going with defense first because defense wins championships, and I think that the Laurentians know that. Another little guy says coming in on the cast here today. I'd like to say hello, David Pickett and Ben Stacey. So David Pickett, I'm sure you know him, Rick.
Oh yes, David Pickett, a fine soccer player with Marystown United back in his younger days, particularly a big part of that 2004 loan Challenge Cup that Marystown captured up here, Gord, 13 years ago. Man, where's this time gone?
Yeah, that's the way it goes. I remember that, Rick, when we were in the broadcast booth together then.
With good old Russ Murphy.
Yeah, with good old Russ. Russ got me and him and Don Turpin. Then I joined in with Rick there. So we'll keep it going. Rick.
No problem.
There we have Brent Hennebury and Dushan Drew. Back to Brent Hennebury. Hennebury looking to go for the shot, and he'll look to go wide to the outside. And who we have over here on the outside? That's not Sean Edwards in, no? Yeah, it is Sean Edwards, yeah. Hello, Jeanette Lake or May. I'm sure that's Howard. Welcome to Gordcast. Brian Dunphy, welcome to Gordcast. And again, we have an offside on the play. You are tuned in to Gordcast live streaming from the Centennial Field in St. Lawrence, where we are witnessing Molson Challenge Cup play between the St. Lawrence Laurentians and the St. John's Feildians, where the Laurentians currently lead the Feildians by a score of 1-0. And goal scorer for the Laurentians was Brefo, coming at the 68-minute mark. And here we have Marc Pittman right down to the right side, and it was Hennebury over to Drew to Evan Miles. Hello, Norm Butler, GB from Grand Bank. Oh, the ball back to Stephen Laney. Oh my God, is it got to?
Jordy took it down, laid it off to Stephen with that left foot, and he once again did not get over the ball and kicked that off the
Okay, Ellison Brody. Okay, now I got you. Ellison, I met you out in Calgary. Everyone wishing your dad. That's Neil Tarrant. Right on. Happy birthday, Ellison. Good for you. I couldn't get to see you because of different things that are blocking my camera angle here. But anyway, happy birthday to Neil Tarrant from Ellison Brody. And I'm not sure, Ellison, if you're still in Calgary or not. Here we have Feildians on the attack. Ball back to Collingwood.
You have to respect that on the midfield. Oh, there's a chance again.
Hennebury. Oh, Hennebury's been. What a ball's been taken by Hennebury! What a beautiful goal by Hennebury! Oh, it was a beautiful goal by Brent Hennebury. That might have put the final nail into Feildians. I don't know.
Slaney that time, Stefan gave him a marvellous pass, but the goal-scoring exploits of young Hennebury that time, he switched, pass foot over, switch feet, at lower corner. Shepherd had no chance. 77-minute mark. Laurentians now enjoy a comfortable 2-0 lead. A major goal, to say the least.
Big, huge goal. Ellison, you're more than welcome. Yeah, Julie, it's a 2-0. And the Laurentian fans are jumping up and down again across the nation. Awesome goal there, Benny Stacey, by your Hennebury. I guess we got up the shore roots there, Ben. We had a bake apple here for years, and now we got a Hennebury here from up the shore. And the ball seems to go and a touch. Annie Welsh says, happy birthday, dear Annie, and not forgetting about you, my dear. Ball has been taken by Drew into Edwards to Jordan Keynes to Evan Miles to Keynes Canes back to Marc Brefo. Ben Stacy, your mother was a Hennebury. I knew there'd be up the shore relationship there, Ben. Here we have Jordy. The linesman says no play. Sean Drew. After the game, after the contest, folks, I will be having a chat with the captain of the St. Lawrence Laurentians, Marc Pittman. So anyone that can stay around or wish to join there, Mark will be joining us. Myself. Foul in the middle of the field by the Feildians. It seemed to be. It's like I can't get the number on him. Maybe Taylor Windsor.
Yes.
He fouled the Laurentian. Robert Dove Jr. Anyway, Marc Pittman will be joining us after the game, folks. Captain of the Laurentians.
Let's go back to that goal there by Hennebury once again. He's 6 goals this season. The kid seems to amaze me. I've seen all of his goals. Last year, the game winners at the National, the game winner in the Provincial Challenge Cup final. I've seen him score 3 here this summer. Marvelous goal scorer. What a bright future he has as a striker with the Laurentians. And hats off to him for working so hard to stay in shape and being a fine teammate too.
Well, I know my brother Shane has been involved with the BPSA, but he's also been involved with the coaching with the Laurentians. Moving in, and again the ball was taken away by Greg Reed from Sean Edwards, and it goes at a touch with a throw in. And I'll talk about Hennebury there in a second, where Shane, my brother Shane, said he noticed his talent at the age of 10 years old.
And yes, there's no doubt he's a great goal scorer, and it's so young and so difficult to teach. And he's a pure goal scorer. I can see it now. In my 30 years watching this game.
Nice ball by the Feildians. Oh, it's the Feildians coming very close. Yesterday, it was the Laurentians going up by 2, and the Feildians coming back with that one goal that made the contest very close, and it was a good finish. Right now, the Feildians are in, I would think, desperate mode in order to get a goal and try to salvage something out of this weekend, despite playing the Laurentians very hard, and they play good 2 solid contests, but the end result is the Laurentians have taken a 2-0 lead, and a 2-0 is a big margin at this point in the game here, Rick.
Oh yes, and you look at the fact that the Laurentians have shut out their opponents 10 times in the 16 matches this summer, and they only given up 8 goals, and that's a big part of their makeup, their strong, organised backline, and midfielders also contribute so well defensively. Like soccer is such a team organised tactical sport, and the Laurentians have demonstrated this weekend once again why they're in top spot.
Well, you know, I was a little concerned prior, and I wrote that in my last write-up.
Yes,
it was about the goaltending, fearing that John Douglas hadn't played enough. But anyway, we had the Laurentians moving in. Evan Miles to Sean Edwards. Edwards moving aside, and again a nice defensive play by Greg Reed. Jordan Keynes is your cousin? No, Ben, sure, half of St. Lawrence are related to you. But anyway, John Douglas this weekend has shown me that he's ready, and you know, despite being with the Canada Games and playing the 2 games this weekend, John Douglas has put in a strong performance, and with the 6 games remaining, I don't know how much John will play, but he's ready. He looks ready to be moving in for Labor Day. Rick, your thoughts on John Douglas?
Oh, definitely a veteran, experienced goaltender. But, you know, I get hats off to young Patrick Slaney. He's been around now with the Laurentian team for a number of years. Got 5 shutouts this year. He's also a very fine goaltender, and I'm sure he could be up to the task if called upon at any time.
Well, Patrick has 5 shutouts.
Yes.
But the problem Patrick is up against is the fact that he's up against one of the top goalies to ever play a game.
Oh,
John Douglas.
A future Hall of Famer, no doubt.
Yeah,
but he's not giving in.
No, but like you say, he's got 5 shutouts himself too.
I know both men.
Yeah. Well, here we have Braden Shepard at the center line, putting the ball deep inside. The ball goes over the goal line with a goal kick being awarded to John Douglas. You You are tuning into Gordcast, live streaming from the St. Lawrence Centennial Field in St. Lawrence, where the St. Lawrence Laurentians have opened up a 2-0 second half lead over St. John's Feildians. Goals coming off the boots of Marc Brefo as well as Brent Hennebury. Roger Slaney, Helen Clark, welcome to Gordcast. And again, a nice run by Drew. No, it's Daniel Carew. Drew is on the right side. Carew is on the back. Yeah.
You see the sense of experience and calmness out there this weekend with Laurentians once again. You got the Mark Pippins and Anna Clint Edwards back there in the back line, and John Douglas in goal. They know how to protect the lead, and here's where they're going to a great chance. There's Hennebury.
Here we have Hennebury again, moving in. This time he's looking to go around Hickey, and it was Edwards. Edwards looking to go inside, but a nice defensive play. And here we have Collingwood, and a good work by Collingwood.
Sprint there by
Thank you, Ernest Drake. Thank you so much, Nicholas Spear. They're a nice play, and I had to agree with what Rick says. When the Laurentians get one goal, and certainly two, they own the contest. Then they maintain possession. Then it's not all about the attack. Then they're looking to maintain the ball, so to keep the ball away. But here we have Sean Edwards, and again we have Greg Reed. Okay, Eileen, you got to run. You had a good afternoon anyway, Eileen. Got to go to Mount Pearl for that game. So that'll be a good game in Mount Pearl, between Mount Pearl and CBS. I would think that's going to be a huge game. And we have John Douglas putting the ball.
Mark Pippin just came through the time in a hard tackle through midfield, and Mark gives no quarters, and just a solid collision there. He got up and he's just walking it off now, and he stopped there for a moment, collecting his breath. You can see him now as he seems to limp back on his foot there.
Yeah, Mark is a workhorse.
A warrior, said
oh, yes, for sure. And like you say, first of the year I thought he was a little bit off his game, but I knew with time, because of his experience, he would get back in. And right now, I still feel, despite Clinton being back and George Lawton being back this year, particular. Yep. Last year, Mark won the Jeff Babstock top defender award. John won the top goalie award. And so Mark now is back, and then he would be another candidate, along with, I feel, Greg Reed for the Jeff Babstock Award. And the thing is, it's not easy to win that award because there's so many great defenders playing the center position there.
Oh, definitely. The 6 teams in the league all have primary players in that position, and they're always under the gun. But the experience and leadership factor of Pittman particularly has got him in that upper elite.
Absolutely. All teams have great center backs in order to be a quality team. Anyway, Eileen, you get off to the game with Tony. Put on the Facebook the updates on the score, and I'll tune into your Eileen cast for the rest of the afternoon. Again, it's 87 minutes have gone by here in St. Lawrence, with the Laurentians holding, I would feel, a commanding lead by scoring 2 goals in the second half, coming off Marc Brefo at the 67-minute mark. And at the 77-minute mark, approximately, it was young Brent Hennebury with his 6th goal off the season. Beautiful goal, 2 nice goals. And Shepherd has had a great game along with John Douglas, so it's been a great contest. I know Feildians got nothing to hang their heads about. I would think, other than they will be a little disappointed in not having got any points in St. Lawrence, despite the fact that they have played 2 rather strong games at the Centennial Field. Here we have Hennebury looking to go to Canes and to no avail. All Slaney is watching. Okay, what do we say?
That the score had ended up here 5-4 for St. Lawrence. It would have been no mistake at all, because not for the great goaltending of Braden Shepherd and John Douglas. It was a shooter's gallery the whole game, and the Laurentians were the first to break through and score twice.
Well, like you say, Rick, I'm sure at your conclusion, you'll tell us the number of quality chances, and the number of quality chances that I would think would be very surprising for only 2 goals. Here we have, I see, number 7 on for right now too, is Mike Dodd running for the Feildians. Couple of changes have been made. Number 2, I'm not quite sure. Number 2 for the Feildians there. Don't have no number 2. Here we have Hennebury in the corner. Aaron Farrell is watching, and Greg Reed. Does Feildians have anybody in the top goal scoring there? Rick, just take a look. That's what could be their issue, Rick.
Yes, we mentioned there. I think Aaron Buckingham has 4. He's
4,
12th overall in the league.
Yeah, so that's rather down in the league for your top goal scorer, Rick, and that could be their problem, Rick.
Yes, definitely. I can see your point there, Rick. Goal scoring, you said before, you can't teach it, it's an art. And Hennebury proved it on that goal from my
yeah, absolutely. There.
vantage point.
Brefo had a beautiful.
And Brefo also had a great strike. And you look at Zach Hines' strike yesterday, yeah? In order to score goals on these elite goaltenders too in the league, you better know what you're doing. And I guess we go back to the great Wilson Malloy and the ability he scored using the hitter on hundreds of occasions, Gord.
Yeah, absolutely there. And,
and Tyler Forsey, take him. He had 100 goals scored the last 10 years, which is amazing.
Oh, the ball. Wait now. Here we had the ball been fought in the corner. Gary Forsyth. We're 90 minutes into the game here. And we're on injury time, referee's time. And we have the Laurentians up by 2 goals. 2 goals, 2-0, folks. 2-0 for the Laurentians. The ball is down the Feildians end. Good contest here in St. Lawrence. And here I'll go back to Mike's parents again. Here, Wayne, anyway, and Marion. So keep your heads high, folks. Your team had a great game, and thanks for joining the Laurentians here at the Centennial Field this weekend. And have a safe trip back, folks. See you at the Challenge Cup. Guaranteed.
That's when the real soccer takes place.
That's when the real soccer takes place. Listen, the real soccer takes place anytime you visit St. Lawrence. It's not over yet. I would have to agree with you.
But it's over.
We learned that a long time ago. It's never over till it's over. That's what was. Here we have the ball, and again we have John Douglas singing, shouting off his players, and it rolls into the box, and John Douglas retrieves the ball and wastes some time, puts the ball out wide to Clinton Edwards. Clinton Edwards still carrying the ball, and he's been put the ball back to Keynes. Keynes back to Jordy Slaney. Slaney back to Douglas. Douglas back to Mark Pittman, and they are playing little cat and mouse. And the Feildians got to run them down and take the chance. Run the goalie, put them all up. Nothing to lose at this stage of the game. Oh, the ball's got to go right out of play in order to be called. That didn't appear to be right over the goal line. And as a result, here we have Jordan Keynes. Jordan Keynes. Hello, Diane, Kelly, and Nora Saney. Welcome to Broadcast, where you are tuning in to Molson Challenge Cup play, where after 90 minutes, and we're on referee's time, after 90 minutes of play, we had the Laurentians leading the Feildians by a score of 2-0. You're kindly welcome there, Brian. Your regular viewer to Goalscorers. Brian, much appreciated. And your complimentary remarks. Like you say, we're working with limited equipment. We're doing the best, and I will get bigger and better. And Rick has joined me, and adds that much more to the cast. And here we have the folks and the fans waving and clapping. And here we have, I'll try to, thank you, Joanne. Thank you, folks. Brian here. Here we have more of the fans here, folks. Here we have Jack Loader that's home there, folks. Wave, Jack, there. Julie, there's Jack for you. Yeah, Julie is there saying thanks so much. Here you got your big Jack Loader there now, Julie. He was always big Jack Loader to me. Hello, Frankie Bittner. I got Frankie Bittner from the Gander. Kayla Douglas. And we got the fans. The fans are the most important thing here in St. Lawrence. They are the ones that make the game what it is today, as along with the players. And here we have the Laurentians. They're Matt Slaney, thank you, Matt, so much. And Gerald Fitzpatrick, Moose, Kenny Roll, thank you. And your young boy, say happy birthday again to your young boy. Happy birthday again to Anime. Happy birthday to Neil Tarrant. I don't know if there's anyone else, Junior Mayo, whoever else. Gene Baffle, thanks, Gene, for joining in the weekend there.
Thanks, Gord.
Oh, yeah, okay, there. Thanks, folks, and we'll see you in St. John's. John Catri. Oh, John is back on stream here now. Here I get to go to the middle of the field here. Thanks, Brian. Right to the middle of the field here. We're the Laurentians. Oh.
Publicity you give to St. Lawrence in this community, get them to fill a nice little booth for you. And it's comfortable for you. Jeez, you mean, huh?
You're kindly welcome there, Lyle.
Don's ripping us over down.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny, how are you doing?
Rex.
Yeah, Rex, thank you so much, Rex. Rex Murphy coming up there and giving all his good wishes.
You come to Grand Bank to do a game. You come to Grand Bank to do a game someday, I'll have the booth for you.
Okay, you get a game in Grand Bank and let me go over and broadcast it for you. Even this summer, Rex.
Okay, take care.
Okay, take care. Yeah, thank you, Guy. Thank you, Lyle. Thank you, Dylan. Okay, here, folks. Here, folks. See now, Mark, I'm going to get you good. Now, Mark, here. Wait, now, get back a little because... Okay, wait now, Mark. No, up again. Move on over there. I don't want you too big, Mark. Okay, folks, here with us today, folks, we have the captain of the St. Lawrence Laurentians, Mark Pittman, folks, and he won the Jim Babstock Award last year. Got off to a little sluggish start, I would say, this year, but he's back on, and I said earlier today in the cast here, Mark, that I think you're on stream again to be a contender, and that's a hard award to win, to be top defender in the province, because we have a lot good. What's your thoughts on the season to date, Mark?
So far off to a good start.
Yeah.
Slow in the scoring department, but the season's going to improve now in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and what, like right now, with regards to the opponents, like the Laurentians are playing rather strong defensively, and you alluded to that. The goals against, and we spoke about it. I believe it's 8 goals in
17 games and 11 shutouts on the season.
So, you know, I think you got that, but I think that we got to look at the goal scoring, and what team right now do you feel, and I don't know, probably you don't want to say that, right now, who do you feel are the Laurentians' biggest threat, because you guys are been in first place right from the opening whistle this season?
You always got to watch it for Cross.
Holy Cross,
They've
eh?
been our nemesis the last number of years, last 10 years or so. I mean, they've built a good program. They got off to a slow start, but I mean, they seem to find a groove. I personally think our biggest contender
I honestly feel, Mark, this season where there's so many one-goal difference in winning games, and you know, with our top 4, and we learned last year you guys were in 3rd place and you can go through, and anything can happen.
Oh yeah, parity in the league is great this year. There's only a couple points separating everybody.
Yes,
The standings are changing every week, you know what I mean?
Okay, they're finding the wind is taking the voice away a bit, Mark, so just move over closer and I'll try to get them. Okay, here, looks a bit bigger, and it's the wind on the speaker there, and again, this is Mark here, folks, and I'll try to take the camera back, but like you say, I'll ask him, so Mark, if there was one thing that you feel that the club needs to do to not necessarily assure, to give you that edge. I know, listen, I think an edge, say, for example, is playing in St. Lawrence this year is not going to happen, is going to be at King George, the fifth field. What is that one thing that you feel will give you the edge that, like right now, that you feel probably is not there right now?
A hard question.
Yeah.
I don't really know what the answer would be to that, but we seem to be finding, we seem to mesh pretty well as a team. We seem to be going on the right pace. November through March playing in gyms. You know what I mean? I mean, it's so much running you can do, but I mean, if you can do it on the pitch till November and start again in March.
And folks, I'll like you say, for those that are probably couldn't hear as well, and I speak right into the mic here now. I asked a question about Mark, like something that that the team needs to get an edge, and he answered that the Burin Peninsula needs a turf field. I had to agree with him.
Yes, it is.
Okay, Rick.
It's long overdue. Great point by Americans, and we got to say those things. It's 2017, and St. Lawrence has won 25 provincial challenge cups. We got to have a turf down here to make this team, give them the opportunity to compete with the St. John's teams, which have done successfully. And going forward, a national championship is what the ultimate desire is for the Laurentians, I'm sure.
Yeah, not only Mark is, like you say, I know you're involved with the minor soccer.
Yes.
Is not only with the Challenge Cup program, is the Burin Peninsula trying to run a minor program, and we're having to work the gym where the rest of the province right now are having the advantage of playing on turfs in May. So I think that's very well said. And I think it's something that all of us should start pushing to a point that, listen, is not acceptable. It's unacceptable that we don't have a turf field here. And here the Laurentians got to come home and play 8 games, we say in August, when really they could have played some of their home games in May like the rest of the province. I have to agree with you, Mark. And anyway, I'll let you finish up. Rick, anything you like to ask him, Rick?
Well, Mark, you've been playing now, 16, 17 years for sure? Probably longer?
2002.
Okay, well, that's pretty good then. You've had a lot of success. You're saying your team right now as you prepare for the Final Four. Last year was an amazing event up here in St. Lawrence, and John Douglas was just masterful in the penalty shot shootout. So I'm sure that kind of thing could frighten you guys as you go into St. John's. It's like comfortable in first place, a little bit prepared, but you peak it too early.
I hope not.
Okay.
I hope the peak is going to come when goal scoring starts increasing for us. You know what I mean, like you said, we've been well defensively.
Yes.
Right, but we got to find the back of the net as well. You know what I mean?
Your goal scoring is spread out through your lineup pretty well. You got the young Hennebury scored his 6th goal of today. Sean Drew scored yesterday his 5th. Stephen Slane is coming on. He's your top striker from last year. And you have Jordy Slane there. And any minute your back line can score as well. So scoring by committee.
And we're getting fitter.
Well, Mark,
fitter,
I don't know how much of the cast you follow afterward, but I did allude to the fact that I felt because of your sluggish start, now that you've gotten back to what I've done, Mark Pittman, to be at a level for the last, say, 10 years, I feel right now you have Clinton there and you have George Lawton, but I still feel personally you are the go-to man right now because it's who's back there? It's Mark, and be it Clinton or be it George. So I think that you have gotten yourself back in order. So I definitely congratulate you. And I like the fact that, you do wear the arm banner there, which is the captain of the team. And all I can say to you is thank you for joining in the Gord cast and being interviewed by myself and Rick here. And we wish you nothing but the best of luck. And like I said to the 2 boys yesterday, and their father was Jordy and Stefan, along with Dr. Paul, who's on the coaching staff with the Laurentians. All I like for Mark is the day we've won 25 out of 50 championships. all I look for is you fellows are all moving along, and some of the boys, like you say, are here on 1 year, probably on contracts, and we don't know where they will be, especially with Lawton and Brefo. You know, we get them from year to year. All I ask is to look at the big picture and do what needs to be done at the provincials, and see if we can get that big one and finish the chapter in I think the history of St. Lawrence soccer, and look at towards the nationals. I know you can't go too far ahead, and people are saying, "Oh, Gord is thinking too far ahead," but I still think you got your dreams. You only reach, I think, as far up as you aspire to reach, and I think you, along with Jordy Steffen and the coaching staff and the senior players, like Rick mentioned there, when you fellows get the lead, and Rick and you said when they get the lead, you know,
It's
you just
lockdown time.
Yeah,
the back line is organised so well back there with their tactics, and the experience back there is quite formidable. Another shutout again today. They're 11th in 17 games. That proves to that fact. But the game is still going to be, or the tournament is still coming up Labor Day weekend. That's when all the marbles are on the line and things get ratcheted up, more pressure, under the lights, more fans, perhaps not getting some different calls in the games, but an experienced team like St. Lawrence, defending champions, should be good. Holy Cross are improving. Feildians, CBS are an upstart. We have Mount Pearl as well, taller Forsey, great striker, a person that could go in and win a tournament.
Okay, now I ask you to conclude, Mark, and you give your final words as the captain of the St. Lawrence Laurentians. You give your final few words in this interview. I will be chatting with you guys before I spoke to the coaching staff before the playoffs again. Like you say, I'll interview some of the other players throughout the remainder of the games, but I will speak with the team and, like you say, principal players on the team prior to the playoffs. What would you like to say to the fans right now and to your teammates in concluding this interview? Okay, anyway, Mark, again, thanks from myself, Gord Dunphy here, and thanks from Rick
Enjoy
Farrell.
yourself. Have a great rest of the season.
And again, folks, that was Mark Pittman here, and we will conclude, and we will go back to the best two looking fellows on the grandstand right now.
Oh, the only two fellas.
Yeah, and that's the reason, the only two. Rick,
give
us a final analysis and summary of today's game, Rick.
Well, we talked about scoring opportunities for both sides, and today was just a bevy of chances for both clubs. I counted up unofficially, of course. St. Lawrence had 16 scoring opportunities in the game, while Feildians had 12. St. Lawrence won today, and thanks to 2 goals, one by Marc Brefo at the 68-minute mark, and the insurance marker by Brent Hennebury 9 minutes later. Shutout goaltending by John Douglas. He's 6th of the season. St. Lawrence is 11 shutout in 17 matches on the year. But hats off to the Feildians. They came into the weekend. They played hard. They played well for the entire 90 minutes, but they could not get that first goal, that icebreaker that could have got them over the top, and possibly they could have 3 points for the weekend. Instead, they go home with 0 points, and it makes for a very jumbled playoff position. We can give a quick recap now. Laurentians with 36. Cross, thanks to a 4-0 victory this afternoon over Cornerbrook, have 27. Feildians have 23 now. Mount Pearl CBS are coming up at 4 o'clock. There are 23 points for Mount Pearl, 22 for CBS. So it should be a great August coming up.
Yeah, and Rick, I certainly thank you for joining me. And, it works a lot easier, allows me a breath and have a better flow. So I thank you for your analysis and your commentary, and sometimes your play-by-play if I'm looking for a battery or whatever it takes. So I thank you for all of that, Rick. And it was a great weekend, folks. It was, the Laurentians walked away with 6 points, but the Feildians can certainly know they play well. I guess their disappointment is that they never got either point. But I really feel, and we mentioned that throughout the contest, it was the fact that their top goal scorer, the Feildians' top goal
right
scorer.
now, okay, yes, you're saying that that's Buckingham.
Yeah, Buckingham has only 4 goals on the season. Not only, I don't mean only Buckingham.
No.
Their top goal scorer
Right.
only has 4 goals on the season. So that's their issue. But should they get into playoffs, this Emmanuel Dolo,
Yes, as Mark just mentioned,
that currently is in second place in the standings, that is, he will be added to the lineup, and that will be the difference. And Mark said, there's always a fear for Holy Cross.
Oh, definitely.
And he also mentioned the fact that Feildians getting in there and bringing on this Emmanuel Dolo. So, folks, anyway, this is what you have. I thank you for joining in. You have witnessed Gordcast on behalf of Gord Dunphy and my colleague and partner here, Rick Farrell. Thank you for joining in. Have a nice afternoon. Have a good week. And thank you again on behalf of Gordcast. And we'll see you on Wednesday night with the Canada Games. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Gord. Have a nice trip home.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.